Jesus Christ. Weapons just came out and is absolutely mental. It was directed by Zach Cregger, who previously made Barbarian, and stars Julia Garner and Josh Brolin as the film's leads. Julia Garner plays Justine Gandhi, a third grade teacher whose class all miraculously go missing one night at 2:17 a.m. The film follows everything that happens next. Some people say it's harder to make a horror film nowadays because of new household technologies, and the average person being much smarter than ever before, and they're not entirely wrong. Robert Eggers, who directed The Lighthouse and recently Nosferatu, refuses to make a horror film set in the modern day, and is disgusted by the idea of shooting a car or smartphone. But this is just his personal taste. Weapons is proof that it can be done and executed well. Warner Brothers' latest horror film doesn't shy away from this worry, instead it leans into these new inventions, like the Ring doorbell. We may think that it makes us safer and more informed, but it can leave us paranoid and helpless in the face of danger. In Weapons, this kind of personal CCTV creates an antisocial bubble around each household. You get a sense that people are isolating themselves from the outside world, worsening the situation. Despite not mentioning much about it, I feel like Weapons works as a film firmly set in the 2020s. It's set in the modern day Pennsylvania, in America, so you could go deep into the rabbit hole of analysing the film's politics. But I think it's more interesting to look elsewhere. To me, Weapons could be viewed as a post-COVID film, and all that entails. No one talks about wearing masks or the aftermath of the pandemic within the narrative, but it seems to have altered the characters' psyches, if only on a subliminal level. Having gone through social isolation, it's fair to say people have grown closer to their phones, perhaps without even knowing it. Weapons draws on this weakness in society and its knock-on effect for everyday people and their emotions. In a wider sense, an emotional distance can be felt between the townspeople, adding an unease that permeates Weapons. Basically, I think the director is asking us, are the characters angry, scared and desperate because of the inciting incident, or were they always like that? Zach Cregger puts forward a world that is out against each other, purely driven by self-interest. From the get-go, a feeling of animosity is brewed and does not stop bubbling until it explodes. I found it interesting that Julia Garner has gone from playing a very cold and unfeeling character as the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four: First Steps, to a very human and relatable character in Justine, the traumatised schoolteacher. She pulls off both very well and shows us her true range. Alongside her is Josh Brolin, who's great, as per usual, Benedict Wong, whose accent work is incredible, and Alden Ehrenreich, who keeps proving how reliable he is in excellent supporting roles. I would recommend staying away from spoilers because, much like the Tame Impala song, the less you know the better. Going in blind and unaware of what might happen is a rarity these days, but is the life force of a good horror film. My favourite memories of horror are when I get to see something completely unexpected for the first time, so stay away from clips and spoilers if you can. If you wanted some kind of metric to gauge what vibe Weapons is, I'd say it's equal parts Amoris Perros, Hereditary and Zodiac, all entwined and functioning together. Non-linear narratives, chilling horror and a thick slice of mystery drive the narrative and really got me on board. I can't say I'll be returning to it quickly because it's so scary, but goddamn was it great. I'd give Weapons an 8 out of 10. If you're into intense horror and want to feel alive, go head to your nearest big screen and give it a watch. I've been Never Hold Back, and I'll see you in the next one.